Hey, this is Bill Gross, the LA probate expert. And I, as a real estate broker in Los Angeles, help homeowners with everything from the front sidewalk to the back wall. And I always tell people, if I would have a guy, I'll find somebody for you to solve any problems you have or opportunities you might have. As a real estate professional, I help other agents build their business and other business people build their businesses all the time. And so we network with people who are professionals in real estate directly or related industries. And I want to introduce you today to somebody who I've had the chance to know for, I want to say about 3 years now, 2 years, through my real estate investing group and various other online organizations, anders.nilbrink. So Anders, say hello.
Hi, my name is Anders.
Anders is a representative with a solar company. I'll let you describe it. Anders, what's the company you're involved with? What's the name? And describe a little bit, short version of what the company does.
As Bill said, me and my wife are real estate investors, and we added solar as part of our investment company. And after doing a little bit of research, I decided to go with a company called Power. It's spelled P-O-W-U-R.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a lot of similarities with EXP. When Power started, they used EXP as a model, and UR as a just from what I understand, EXP realtors they're independent consultant for the company.
Yeah.
And that is what I am. I'm an independent solar energy consultant. So and we added this part to our company because we saw that we talked to homeowners, and we like to help homeowners use their property and their homes and get them to either make money or reduce their costs and make the best out of it. So we saw that this might be an opportunity for us. And the reason we went with Power is that it fits what we already do. Since I'm the independent consultant, I can do I can scale it and make it fit to what I already do. I can put as much time into it as I want. There's no requirement of me to do a certain amount of sales per month. I set those requirements myself, and there is not a big cost to be part of this, to be part of Power and use the platform. So that's kind of why we went with Power.
Describe the service you're offering to a homeowner. How are you helping them? Why would somebody want to use you as a power consultant to install solar at their home?
So what we do is help homeowners go solar. So what we do is we reduce their electrical bill. We can sometimes reduce it with as much as 50%. So what we do is put solar. We size the solar system after what they need, what they already produce, or what they already use, or what they expect to use in the future. Some want to buy an electric car and go from gas heating to electricity. So we size it after the system, after their needs. And then so what they pay to the utility company, we change that into a loan, or some people pay cash, but we change it into a loan. So what they, for example, as someone who has a $200 electrical bill can get as low as maybe 90, 100, depending on the size of the system, of course, and how much they use. Where the most part of that goes to a loan that they take on the system, a zero down loan, because that is what most companies are offering now. They still have to pay a little bit to the utility company, because in California, well, you can never get divorced from a utility company. They still want a little bit, but yeah. We reduce the electrical bill, and but they still get as much electricity as they want at a fixed cost, because this goes on for the either until you pay it back, which you can do for 20, 30 years, or until the solar panels they have a lifetime about 30 years. So it is basically like if someone would come 30 years ago and tell you that I can lock in your gas car for your gas, the cost for your gas to your car, I can lock in that at this price for 30 years, you would probably jump on that.
Well, had you done that 30 years ago, you'd have been gas was like 50 cents a gallon. You'd be looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of, I've talked to a lot of homeowners who are interested because not so much it makes sense today, but if they can lock in and break even today, the assumption is electricity costs are just going to go up in the future. And they may not have needs in the future given cars that are, we have more and more laws now being passed forcing new cars, I think in 2024, and new small appliances. So it's going up. So do you have any particular case that, I have a client who had solar through Solar City, which was purchased by Tesla. And I know that for them, they'd had it for about 7 years. And they were at a point where they were actually making money. They were still paying utility, but their bills had gone down so low, they were saving money by more than the payments for their solar bill. And then when we sold the house, the buyer assumed the balance of the payment. So they really came out like champs. Have you installed? Do you have any particular examples you can share with us of a homeowner who's saved some money as a result of the product?
Well, so the example I took, it was a guy. He had $160 electrical bill, and with the solar system, he paid $94, and then he paid $94 for 30 years, and also. So what he also, depending on when he uses it and how much he produced, there's something called net metering, which means that the power company buys back some of your electricity that you overproduce because you use more morning and evening and daytime when the solar panels produce more. The power company, the utility company, buys that back at a certain rate. And depending on how much you use and how much solar you have, you actually might get either a credit, depending on what utility company you have. You might either get a credit or you might get money back every month or at the end of the year from the utility company because you have produced more than you use. Or you can, instead of selling it back to the utility company, you can install batteries. Because then, I've heard that too.
Clients have done that where they store energy in their batteries, and that way, if there's an outage, they have energy, I think, for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it all depends on size of battery and how much how big your system is. But the advantage with batteries is that you well, first of all, the utility company kind of works as your batteries when you sell it back to them, and then you buy it back in the evening when you need more. But they depending on, again, on the utility company, they sell it for costing more than they will buy it back for you. But again, it depends on the utility company. But with the battery, you store it for when you use it the most in the evening, in the morning, which is usually how it works. And then at the daytime, when it produces most, you store it. And the advantage with the battery is that when your neighbor, when the utility company do their when they shut down your power due to high winds, and I live out here in Central Coast, and they sometimes shut down your power because there's a fire risk, and if you have a battery, you're the only one in town with power, and everyone else are sitting there with candle lights and trying to play cards or something.
Well, I'm here in Los Angeles. We have outages just because the utility has become so inept that the equipment gets cut or wears out. They're not maintaining it like they used to. It's really become a problem. So really, you have two different avenues here. One, you're providing this to homeowners. I imagine that's as a way to get in conversation with homeowners, offer them value. And if they're saying, no, I'm going to sell my property, well, there you are to talk about buying the property for them as an investor, joining on the spot. And the second opportunity for you is as a business where you're bringing other agents and other contractors within your system, correct?
Yes. So Power Power offer a referral program and also a revenue share program. A little bit just like I said, EXP have, because they use the EXP as a model.
Nice.
So one way, for example, is being an ambassador. There you just refer. You talk to homeowners. You get their electrical bill, and then you give it to a consultant like me. And if that ends up being an installment, we'll pay you $1,000 for that referral.
Wow.
Yeah, and that is that it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to. There's no fee for using the platform or anything like that. It's you just refer it and you'll get $1,000.
Wow, very nice. So anybody's watching, if you're a homeowner in my network, reach out and I'd be glad to make a connection with you. If you have somebody to refer, make some referral money. If you're an agent as well, you want to talk to Anders, feel free to talk to him about the business opportunity that's available with Power. Anders, if somebody's interested in learning more or meeting with you or talking about it in detail, how would they get a hold of you?
So they can reach me at anders.nilbrink@gmail.com, ANDERS.NILBRINK@gmail.com, or at 310-401-4826, 310-401-4826.
Great. And we'll have that in the notes here on whatever social media you're watching this on, and YouTube or Facebook. And I've known Anders for a couple of years. I've not done the solar through him, but I can see that solar is an incredible opportunity. Personally, I'm looking to move to Florida in the next 2 years, so it doesn't really pay off for me. But I do think that somebody who's buying a house and planning to be there for a while, or to buy property to hold as a rental is a long time, it's a great way to save some money on power, stabilize your costs, as well as a homeowner to enjoy battery backup, getting off of the grid, all kinds of possibilities are great. So reach out to Anders and see if he can help you. I'm Bill Gross. Thanks so much for your time today. And as